and wash me over until my well runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, 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 deep, 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 deep,
Hey people, what's good? It's your girl Gina, or GOA, or Goa, you know, whatever you like to call me. Of course, if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, it's Gina to you. Anyway, I'm back today with another video. You can kind of call this an update review, or like I always say, whatever you like, call it whatever you like. So if you haven't read the title already, if you haven't read the full title, this is actually a review on the hair that I had 3-4 weeks ago, so like a month ago, something like that. But this is, yeah, the Hairspells hair that I received. And you might be like, oh my gosh, Gina, the hair looks different. Yes, it does.
Nice.
So of course, major changes. I cut the hair. I'm not a professional. I haven't finished cutting it. I thought I'd make this video before it gets past a month, because this hair cutting might take me a few days or weeks. So as long as you guys can't see the back, it's cool. Why did I cut the hair myself? I'm not a professional. Guys, this was my first time ever receiving Cambodian hair, if it even is Cambodian hair. Not trying to throw any shade at you, Hairspells. I did actually put some dye in this hair. I'm not a patient person, so I only left it in there for like 1 or 2 hours. Some red dye. I did actually have the intentions of having a burgundy color, but obviously that didn't work out. But I kind of like this, like you can wear it to work and the color's not too like bright. You can only really see it in the sunshine, I guess. But so if you don't see it, then it's cool. I'll insert a picture too. I hadn't dyed it at this point, bearing in mind I wanted to cut the hair like as soon as I got it. Number one, it was way too thin for me. I like my hair full. It was full towards the top, but the ends got very, very thin. And they do have this saying, yeah, the longer the bundles, the thinner it gets towards the bottom. These were only 18 inches, and even then, was it true to length? Kinda, I guess. Yeah, it was 18 inches, but it wasn't 30 inches. Do you get what I mean? And I've seen people with 30 inches with fuller hair than me. So I was aware it was 130 density, but I've had 130 density hair before, and it wasn't as thin as this. So just seeing the ends just flapping about and not being full, I didn't like that, so I wanted to cut that off anyway. And now that I've cut it, like, the hair looks fuller. Yeah, too. The ends were dry, as in drier than the Sahara. It was just dry, okay? When I first wore it, I hadn't like co-washed it or whatever they call it, condition, whatever. I hadn't done that yet, so I was wearing it. I was like, okay, I don't want to do anything yet, let me wear it in its natural form. And the ends were dry. Then I was like, okay, cool, let me deep condition it. Left it in conditioner for like 5 hours, guys. Washed it. I was like, yeah, you know what, this hair, you know, it's looking good, it's looking bright. Dry. There's actually nothing else for me to say. The hair was just dry, completely dry. So yeah, then I was like, you know what, I'm cutting hair. Like, I'm not an expert, but I'm gonna start off with just cutting the ends off. So I just cut the ends off. Then I was like, this is an awkward length, so let me cut it into a bob. So the back is a bit shorter than the front, so I did want that kind of look where it did go down. So I just need to perfect the back of my head. The front is looking fairly even. Maybe just chop that off a bit. Yeah, still flyaways, all of, apart from that, like, the hair does feel good. So it does take the heat very well. Like, that's something that I definitely have to give to them. Like I would curl it, you know, when you curl something, you then have to leave it in for like a day for the curls to come down before you can straighten it. Like I can curl something and be like, don't like the curls, so then I straighten it again. So I think the hair does take to heat very, very well, but the only problem is it doesn't stay in the form that you keep it in. But it's just making sure you carry like, sorry, it's got makeup on the back of it, but making sure you carry like a brush around with you just to go through it once in a while to make sure it doesn't like clump up in certain areas. Doesn't really tangle, to be honest. The hair does still feel soft. I would say it kind of takes well to color, bearing in mind I did not bleach the hair. I just put the red dye in and I left it for like an hour. I'll insert a clip of my last video so you can kind of see the difference in it. But apart from that, like I would say get this hair maybe if you did want like a bob, or I've seen reviews of the curly ones, so I would definitely say like the hair is still really good. It's just this one I didn't like the ends at all, and that's really taught me now that I would never get 130 density because it's just way too thin for me. But apart from that, you know, it's still good. Got some down the lace, but it's not showing through at all. Like there's not been any like shedding at all. So I would just say the cons were dry ends. It was thin for my like. 130 density is not for me. That's not the company's fault at all. That's just me picking the wrong one. I don't know if it's Cambodian hair. I would definitely try Cambodian hair again. I do like the fact that I cut it into a bob though. Like I've always wanted a long bob, or like a bob in general, so maybe it was good that the ends were just not for me. Yeah, and it does take well to heat, but I would just say carry a brush around with you, not because it tangles, just because it sometimes does tend to like clump up and then not look as straight. But guys, look at this luster. Like the hair just looks so good. So yeah, that would be my 1 month update. I definitely wear this hair more often now, which is good. Before, like I just can't deal with thin or dry ends. So yeah, but you might want to check out the curly range because I've seen a lot of good reviews for the curly range. Remember, if you do consider buying hair from this company, use my code GinaOB. That's only to the people that have subscribed. I want to subscribe. Anyway, remember to follow me on all of my socials, guys. You'll see all of these pictures, if you haven't already, of me and the hair. Thanks for that review, and I shall see you next time. Peace.
Right up to the side of my mountain, climb until you reach my peak.